Like it or not, John, this guy, Paris Lennon,
I like
who
it.
gets to the Super Bowl and the last active member from the XFL.
I can only name 3 players from the XFL. Tommy Maddox, Rod Smith was He Hate Me, and Paris Lennon, who was cut and brought back by the Packers. And since I follow Green Bay, I know a little bit about Paris Lennon. One of those guys who was a backup linebacker, played a lot on special teams. He was one of those guys you want on your team because he could play everywhere. And the guy always stayed healthy, and it's nice to see him be rewarded after 13 years.
But they had some ideas there. I mean, that league wasn't totally off the wall, right?
Well, they were the ones that had the conversion, right?
Yeah.
There was no kicking for the conversion, I think. You had to run or pass to get the point. I like that idea.
There were no
the NFL would
kickoffs.
do it.
They started from the 40. But does anyone remember how they determined who won the opening coin toss?
They would throw the ball, and 2 guys would fight for it.
There was no
Really?
Yes.
I don't
It was
remember
like
that.
a game of Red Rover.
Yeah.
They put the ball at the 50-yard line, and they had the 2 guys run from either end, and whoever got the ball won the toss.
One of Vince
I kind of like
McMahon's
that idea, too.
just fell apart. And they had a TV deal, too, I think, with NBC when this thing started, right? Wasn't it NBC? They had the TV contract.
They invented that camera that's
Yeah,
on the wire that we see all the
Yeah.
time, and they had like a guy. They had a live camera guy walking around with the camera in the huddle.
Yep.
In the huddle.
Yep.
So I don't think it even lasted a full season, right? They folded after 1 year.
I think
They
it
made
was
it
1 year.
They
It was
made the
not
year.
the USFL, that's for sure.
Yeah, Vince McMahon. Like it or not, Roman numerals, Sal, for the designation of the Super Bowl. Quickly, off the top of your head, do 48 for me in Roman numerals.
I'm going to say XLV and then 3 I's, I believe is what it is. Is it?
Is it
I'm
right?
going to say yes, he is right.
And this is the whole point. It's utterly ridiculous. You know, it was quaint for the first 10. You know,
That's really when it stopped
Super
working.
Bowl X was about my limit there. Yeah, they should. I've actually tried to do it in the paper, guys, for numerous years, trying to use the numeral, and the editors always change it to the letters. That's just the way it has to be. But I think that time has come. You're right. I have no clue what Super Bowl was being played because of the Roman numerals. I know it's the 2013 season.
Yeah.
That's the Super Bowl. I couldn't tell you what these numbers are, so I think it's silly. It's a time.
Well, it complicates things too. I mean, did they jump the next year? The Super Bowl was played the year after the season.
Right.
So, you know,
Get
the
rid of it.
2014.
It's an idea that's just way past.
I
its
should put the
prime.
date on it. Danny, like it or not, how about a Super Bowl Saturday instead of Sunday?
I'm against it. I know John said it's probably a good idea, and I know
liked
I know you've talked about on your radio show before making it a national holiday on Monday so that we don't have to go to work.
Yes.
You talked about how we all stay up late, we're all stuffed with food and stuff after, but that's tradition. And as far as I've ever been around, it's Super Bowl Sunday. That's what your plan is. Football is Sunday. That's what football is. Sunday's dedicated to football, and that's about it. And I think it'd be weird if you change it to a Saturday with these weather conditions. I'm all for Super Bowl Sunday.
I just, my daughter wanted to stay up for the game last year. She's 9, and we couldn't let her stay up. These games are getting late. They start at 6:30, but the games don't end till almost 11 o'clock. So, I'm looking out for the kids, actually. For this
Always
one.
the kids.
Not for myself, but I think Saturday would be even better. Because
I
I would love it.
I always find myself at around halftime, then it's 10 o'clock, thinking about, I got to work the next day, it's time to stop eating and drinking and doing all the rest.
I don't have much of a preference, but I understand both arguments. I can understand Saturday. You'd have Sunday to rest. But let's remember one thing, guys. If they do it on Saturday, that's one less marketing day for the NFL. And they want every possible marketing day they can possibly have.
If you actually get your holiday, by the way, how will you justify this?
Super holiday? I don't know. It's a good quote. What to call it?
Well, you have to have an excuse. I mean, because every other holiday we've got, certainly has at least some
Call it
justification.
National Pastime Day. Because football is our national pastime, right? It's National Pastime Day, or to offend most of the women out there, Man Law Day. It's Man Law Day. Get the day off after the Super Bowl.
So Debbie didn't clear this
Oh,
comment.
no. Debbie gets a day off. If
she
you're
does?
married, if you're at a party, you get the day off. If you're a woman and you're at a party, you automatically get the day off.
All right. He's thought this thing
I
through.
guess I just made that
Unfinished
up.
business when we're back.